Hello, friends. I'm here today to share the key principles that I learned from Robert Kiyosaki's book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. If you like these principles and would like to learn more from the key financial figures, please drop me a comment here and click the subscribe button. Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki is a book that has influenced millions around the world by challenging the way people think about money and investing. The book contrasts the financial philosophies of Kiyosaki's two fathers, his biological father, the poor dad, and the father of his best friend, the rich dad. Through this narrative, Kiyosaki shares key principles aimed at guiding individuals towards financial independence and wealth. Here are the elaborated key principles from the book. The answer lies not just in the size of their paycheck, but in their financial habits and education. Kiyosaki's book introduces us to two major figures, the rich dad and the poor dad. The poor dad, despite having a decent income, always found himself in financial strife, while the rich dad, with no formal education, built a fortune. The first key principle that differentiates the two is the importance of financial education. The poor dad believed in the traditional path of getting a good education and a secure job. However, the rich dad emphasized learning about money, understanding how it works, and how to make it work for you. He believed that financial literacy is the most important asset to generate wealth. The second principle is investing in assets over liabilities. The poor dad would spend his income on liabilities that decrease in value over time, like cars and luxury goods. The rich dad, however, would invest his money in assets that generate income like real estate, stocks, and bonds. He understood that wealth is not about how much you earn, but how much you keep and grow. The third principle is the power of entrepreneurship. While the poor dad sought security in a salaried job, the rich dad created wealth by starting and owning businesses. He believed in the idea of working to learn and not just to earn. Fourth key here is understanding the taxes to create wealth. The poor dad would see his income eaten away by taxes before he could even touch it, while the rich dad would use the tax laws to his benefit. He would invest in assets that not only generate income but also provide tax benefits. Fifth, he talks about principle of making money work for you instead of you working for money. The poor dad worked hard all his life, trading his time for money. The rich dad, however, built systems and invested in assets that would earn money for him, freeing up his time and resources. Sixth is the importance of mindset. Rich dad's insight. Your mindset and attitude towards money can either be your greatest asset or your biggest liability. Kiyosaki discusses how fear and cynicism hold many back from achieving their financial potential, while optimism and courage propel others forward. Seventh, he talks about the value of experiences over things. Rich dad's observation. Spending money on experiences and education that build your skills and knowledge is more valuable than accumulating material possessions that depreciate over time. To summarize, the key principles that contribute to financial independence as per Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad are gaining financial education, investing in assets over liabilities, harnessing the power of entrepreneurship, understanding taxes, creating wealth by making money work for you, importance of mindset and value of experiences over things.